Hello, hello, lovely people. So back again for another video. No stopping me now. Here we go. So today I'm going to start a new project. I'm going to start another design team project for Dasher Dave for Melange. I love these papers, but I am a bit of a blue fan. So without further ado, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going to make a kind of accordion, flippy, filey. I've made them before, although you won't have seen them because I've only just started making videos. And so I've got sort of the base already done, but I'll show you what I've done with it so that you can see. And I made you a little diagram. I got all technical. So this is it. I already had this pre-made, just sat waiting. And it's just like a flippy, flappy. So it opens this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way. And then it'll have signature in here, something in here, something in here. Possibly. Or in here and here. I know what I mean. All will become clearer as we go along. So move that out of the way. And we'll move this out of the way. This is what we're working with, the wonderful Dash of Dave papers. Go ahead and look at his YouTube and Etsy store. Links are always below, because he's my best friend as well as being my crafty best friend as well. So there's always links in my videos underneath for him. But go check him out. I love these. We'll move that out of the way. See, technical drawing. So, and this is what I used. This is big, so I don't know if you'll see it on camera. It's a white paper carrier bag from my local supermarket. Morrison's. And all I've done is, I opened it at the bottom, and I split it down the side, and then I opened it out long, folded it in half, that way, and then gessoed over the green. So gessoing over it gives it a lovely feel, but once you've opened it out and folded it in half, you end up with a long, which doesn't look very interesting on camera, but just a long white strip. And I've gessoed over everything, and then, back to my technical drawing, I've just scored it 6 3/4 inch spine, 6 1 inch spine, 6 3/4 inch spine, 6 and 6. That gives us 6 and 6. That's that one. Opens up 6 3/4 inch spine, 6. That's that side. And you open it that way. 6 1 inch spine, 6. Back the other way. 6 3/4 inch spine, 6. And then it gives you that kind of that shape. Can you see that? There we go. So that's what I'm starting with. And then we're going to decorate it. And it's a nice thick white bag, and then gessoing over it just makes it feel crunchy and lovely. So I should leave that, screenshot that if you want to have a look before we crack on. And then move that out of the way. Before we get into the fun stuff of the papers, I'm going to decorate this a bit. So I need this. Just so that I don't get ink everywhere. And I'm going to spray. So I've got some distress oxides. I have, let's see, Dusty Concord, Tumbled Glass, and Stormy Sky. I do like playing with the distress oxides, and I'm not going to do masses, but I am going to give it a bit of colour. Now I'm going to cover all these panels, so it's kind of just edges and a bit of bare seams and stuff like that we're going to try and get. And I'm going to try and be arty about it and not get it everywhere, because I still want some of the white to show, hopefully. So This is where the fun starts. Are we ready? Can you see that? Is it on camera? Hang on. Let's pull that down a bit. And then I'm going to try and do this without getting big splodges of it everywhere. No. Let's try it this way, because I just want drips of it at the edges. That's better. And bearing in mind it's going to be covered mostly. I don't want to, I'm not bothered about doing the middle. So that's that one. Give it a good check. I do love working with the distress oxides, they're fun to play with. There we go. Oh, that's a couple of drips and splats and splodges. And then, oh, have I got water in there? Yeah. I'm going to spray it with water. And let it do its thing a bit. And then take a trusty tissue and take some off, because I don't want it too bright. There we go. Not bothered about the middle because we're not going to see that. Let's just give it a bit of colour in places and a bit splattery, but I still want to be able to see the white. Right, let's turn it around so you can see this on camera, because that helps. We'll do this end. We'll do the same again. Bit of splishing and splashing. And I'm just, like I said, trying to concentrate around the edges and the top and the bottom and the spines, because they're the bits that you're going to see. Back to this one. Oh, see, concentrating now. Can't talk. Painting. There we go. And then water it again. Although I should have filled my water up, it's running low. Oh, it's running very low. Hang on, let me see if I've got another one. I usually do. What's that one? Nope. Ah, I do. There we go, it's better. There we go. And then, where did I just put my tissue? Okay, going mad. Where did I just put that? There we go, finally. And take some of it off because we don't want it to be too bright. There we go, just a hint of a colour. I'm just going to turn it over, I'm going to do the back. This must be really good fun watching me paint. Getting it everywhere already. Same again. And the edges. Oh, and down the spines, because they're the bits that'll show. Pull it along a bit. There we go. And I like something a bit inky and a bit messy, but I like the oxides. I do like the oxides a lot. I like the effect you get with them. I like a more splatty like this so than as a fine mist spray, unless I'm making a big background. And then, again, give it a spray, give it a spray. There we go, we'll give it a minute to do its thing and to mix a bit. And then, again, we'll go in and just dab it off again. There we go. Oh. Last bit. Oh, and purple or lilac violet. What did I say it was called? Dusty Concord. I'm guessing Concord would be dusty these days. It's all put away in museums, isn't it? What's left of them. If anyone remembers Concord. Yeah, give that a minute to do its thing. And then in we go. There we go. Move that out of the way, and then we'll just leave that to dry. I'm not as happy with that bit, but luckily most of it's going to be covered up. There we go, that's better. I feel better about that now. Hand up there. There we go. We can move our tissue out the way. And it's difficult to see all this on camera because it's long, but once it's folded up. So then, on my scoreboard, I've already scored this one, but this is where I've scored it. As I said in the diagram, 6, 6, 3/4, 6, 1, 6, 3/4, 6. Da da da. And then, oh, let's do it this way. So you get that one that folds that way, and a little spine here, it's a bit damp now. And then this one folds this way, and that one folds that way. And then we have, and I like the fact that it's all crunchy and wrinkly, and it straightens out a bit once it dries and with the paper that we're going to put on it. But essentially, there's our base. I'm going to do a bit of stamping around the edge as well, but we're going to lay it, well, we're going to lay it dry and put it to one side, and then I'm going to make some mats for it. And I've kind of pre-measured and done a bit. So I took bits of file folio. This is a very flimsy, very cheap file folio that I ordered a box of them off Amazon, and they weren't very thick and file foldery, they're just very thin cardboard. And so what I've done is measured 5.5, in fact let me write it on so you can see it. This is 5.5 inches from there to there, and then I've just left an edge on it, scored it, left an edge on it so that I can score it, fold it, tuck it underneath, cut the corners off, and then I'll have a little pocket that'll sit on like that, if that makes sense. Do it on camera maybe, that might help. So, like that. Yeah. And that's cut off the corners, And then what I'm going to do is I've got these, and you know I like an envelope. I'm going to look at putting some envelopes on, not all of them, but on some of them. That'll sit like that maybe. And then you've got pocket here. That'll flip out, have something in it. That side will flip out and have something in it. And I'm going to do that for each panel. But what we're going to do is we're going to move these out of the way a minute. I'm going to put this to one side to dry. I'm going to move my inky mat. We'll clean that later. I'm going to work on these. So, like I said, cut them out. And I kind of just went with the height of the file folder. So it's actually 9. But then I folded a bit over at the bottom. And then all I want to do is, I've done some already in true Blue Peter style, but I'm gonna do these two with you so you can see. So I'm gonna put some of these to make my pockets. Now, first things first, I'm going to cut out a little corner. On that one, and a little corner on that one. Just so that when they're folded, they sit flatter. There we go. And then I think I'm going to put the birdie on that one, and I'm going to put the flower on that one. And these two will sit next to each other, which is why I've gone for two that are of a similar colour. So let's do this. Trusty glue stick from Tesco's, another local supermarket. Cheap and cheerful, but I have to say, best glue stick I've used. I love them. Give it a good coverage. And I do like to be quite liberal with my glue, because I don't want it to come off at any point. And then, let's move that out of the way. Sticky fingers already, didn't take long. And I'm going to gear, no, let's try that again. I'm going to line that top edge up and stick the thing down. Flip it over, make sure it's stuck. Oh, there we go. And then trim it off. So we're off to a flying start. I hope that all made sense. It was very quick, but I gave you a diagram. So, and the base is just one that I've made something similar before, and I was planning on making another one at some point. So I already had another one pre-cut and gessoed, and so this is that point where obviously we're going to do it. Okay, so that's all nicely covered. Fold my score lines in and my bottom one. There we go. And that's the start of one pocket. Might get decorated with more, might not, who knows. Save that bit, because you know that'll get used for something else. They always do. And then we'll do this one. Same again, ink, glue it all over. There we go. Lots of glue, make sure it's nice and sticky. Take it off, and then same again. And I don't mind that some of the design is disappearing off, because whilst I'm using the papers as a base, they will get decorated as well once the pockets are on. And then, for those that know, I've seen me do this before, I like a giant tag, so they'll all be filled with giant tags. Big tags are the best. Just saying. So, there we go. We get all this done. Like I said, off to a flying start. Fly through this really quickly. And then the fun bit, where you can actually see stuff happening on the little flippy flappy folio, accordion, whatever you call it. You can actually see how it all goes together and decorated, and that's the bit that's not very straight, is it? No, it's because it's not. It's because it's not. Go up to your score line. That's what you have score lines for. There we go. That's better. And that side. And the bottom. There we go. And there's another one. And that's 2 pockets done. Put my glue stick away. And then, like I said, in true Blue Peter style, so I worked out, and all together, front and back, there are 10 panels, 5 on each side. So I've got 1, 2, do them in order. 1, 2, that one's just off camera now. 3, 4, another one. 5, so there's 5 for one side, and they're all kind of in the darker tones. And then we've got 5 for the other side that are all in the light tones. And exactly the same thing. All I've done is cut them, stuck it to a bit of file folder, like that, trimmed it down, folded it over, poke it. I'm going to divot them all, because you know you can't have a pocket without a good divot. So we do that. There we go. Move them that way a bit. So yeah, this is where I've got to try and get them all lined up. It's going to annoy me if it's not in the middle. Right, bear with. This is where the bit of the perfectionist comes in, because I can't have it not in the middle. 5.5. What's half? 5.5. 2 3/4. 2.5. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. See, I can't. If I have a wonky one, 2 3/4. Oh, if I end up with a wonky one, 5 in a row, there's one's wonky, it'll hurt my brain, so I can't do it. So we're going to measure them all. Fascinating to watch on video, I'm sure, but no, I can't not. I just can't not. Some things in life just have to be measured. Who knew? That math would come into it eventually. But hey, Last one. 2 3/4. Cool. That makes me feel better. So now I can try and do it all. It's still not exact, but you know, near as damn it. I'll do me. And again. It's amazing learning to do all these things on a camera without getting in the way of it, getting your head in and making sure you can see. You have to learn to do things at a funny angle. It's quite funny. There's some things that just do not feel natural. But hey. There we go. So, get in there. Nearly. And, you know, sort of exact, but not exact. Because I'm not. I'm eyeballing this bit, trying to line it up with a dot in the middle, but it's better than it would have been if it had just been guessing. That much is for sure. There we go, done. Bits everywhere. So, that I'll bring this back in a minute. It's still damp. I'm going to let it dry, but you'll get a sort of idea. So then it's going to have pockets. Like this. So that's the idea. There'll be one on each side, and then flip it over, there'll be one on the other side. I'm going to add some envelopes to some of them, which we'll do in a second. And then when this is dry, we'll stamp it a bit. And once it's really floppy at the moment, but once it dries, it goes back to being nice and crunchy. So, if we start with, I sort of had an order for these, right? So those two are going to go in the middle, and these two are going to go on that flappy end, and that one's going to go on that flappy end. So you can't see all of them, but you can see some of it. Right, so this one I made longer, and my piece of paper wasn't quite big enough. So the picture of the birds that's on the bottom of the piece of paper, I just cut it out again and stuck it on the bottom. So I've got a little flat of it that's already got a little pocket in it, just of 2 layers of birds. So I'm not going to do anything with that one because that's already got something in it. But we do want to do something with this one because it's quite plain. So I'm going to, let's see what I've got. I've got talk, cut that now. I think I'm going to do this one. I might do that and that. Yep, I'm going to do that and that. So, do that one at the bottom. If we do that one, so you can just see the coffee stain over it. There's that bit of. Stick those on there and cover those with something appropriate. So let's do that. Let's stick those in place. Bear with me while my glue runs to the bottom of the. So yeah. Anyway, how is everybody? I hope you're all well. Just while we let my glue, we'll have a chat while I let the glue run down. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's managed to get some crafting done, or a bit of you time in your craft room. And as always, crafting late at night. But hey, it's better than sitting staring at the walls when you're not sleeping. So there we go. Let's do that one. And probably trim some of that off, thinking about it. Oh, let's try and get that. See, again, learning to do things so it stays on camera. Oh dear. We'll get there. One day, we'll get there. One day it'll all just feel really natural. Doing things at a weird angle. So lined up at the bottom. I am kind of enjoying it though, I must admit. It's kind of fun learning to talk to yourself. Well, recording and learning to talk to yourself. It always used to be my closely kept secret that I talk to myself, but hey, now you all know. Right. There we go, that's one, which will flip out, and then do this one. Hopefully my glue's not gone too far. Oh. We'll stick this one on. Get it in as tight as we can. Make sure that's stuck down. And that's that. That's that flippy floppy, which we will cover. And then, what else do I have? I might do a small flap on this one. I've got this envelope which is at some point been folded in half because I was going to do something with it. But I might just put that on there at the bottom. And then you can have a tuck there and something in there. Let's do that. So I'm going to cut it off a bit because I don't need all of that. And we'll save that for something else, of course, because that's what we do. Save everything. And we'll get rid of that. And then that should hopefully sit nicely on there. Yep. So let's again put some glue on there. Oh, coming off. There we go. Now we're getting there. Let's stick that down and then that'll help my flaps there on the other side. Oh, take off the excess glue because we don't need that, do we? No, we don't. There we go, that's that one. Okay, so that's one side. Excuse me while I cough. Oh dear. That's that, so we get the darker ones in now. And right, so my two daisy ones are going to go opposite each other. And then I think those two are going to go opposite each other. So now, maybe if we, what have we got? I'm going to do this one because this one's, I have this just a windowed envelope, which I think I'm going to have to cut down a bit, but then you've got the window in the bottom. So let us find my little Ouija box it. And what do we reckon? There-ish. There or thereabouts. There's no exact science to this bit. Let's take that off there. And keep that bit, of course. And then, oh no, stick it. There we go. And then we're gonna, do I want it? No, I want it at the bottom. I want it at the bottom. Just do. Then we're going to put that on there and that'll flip out. So let's try and do that. And oh, see if we can't line it up. No, Brian, you're an idiot. Put it on the right way. God, I don't know. Can't make it up, can you? There we go. Let's just wipe that side off. The good thing about 3-in-1 is that it rubs off really easily if it's still like that. There we go. Make sure that's on that side. Just up down, and then we'll trim that bit off because we don't want to get in the way of anything. And bits of straight paper have got a way of doing that. Set that away, and then we've got another one. There we go. And then for flippy flappy envelopey bits, I think that's it for now. That's as many as I'm going to put on. Some of these I'm going to put maybe an extra pocket over the top. In fact, I think no, maybe we'll wait till it's in situ. Yeah, maybe we'll wait till it's in situ. So that, my dears, for my first video of this new project is it. Short and sweet today. Just I wanted to get something done and fly through it so you could see what I was starting. Making pockets to go in my flippy flappy foldy, which is drying nicely. So, and this will fold up. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. That way, that way, that way, and that way. Yep, and then you'll have pocket, 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 da-da-da, pocket, 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 like that. And then it'll be filled with gorgeous, gorgeous things, as they say. So there you go. Short and sweet today, and very fast, because I already had stuff made for it. And I just wanted to start, otherwise I just keep putting it off and never getting around to it. So there we go. There is the first part of my design team project for this kit from the lovely Dash of Dave. So like I said, go ahead and check him out. Check out his YouTube, check out his Etsy store. He's got flip throughs for all of his digitals on his YouTube. And yeah, go along, have a watch some of his videos, subscribe to me, do it all, you know, all of that, and leaving comments and all the stuff that you do down here. Hit that bell, what's it thingy, yeah, because it all helps. It all makes our lives more fun on YouTube, and more interactive. Leave comments and say hello, basically. Generally chat. We like chat. And there you go. That's it. I shall leave you to it, and I will see you in the next video, where we will start sticking things in and put it together, and you'll get a better idea of what it's going to look like, because it'll all be dry and ready to go. So I will talk to you all very soon. Bye now.